I know what I'm capable of. And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly, it's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack. Like, Jay, keep your distance.
Hey, yo, what's good, fam? It's your guy, Raymundo. Welcome back to the channel. Now, don't call me a hater, but I don't think Jason Whitlock stood a chance with Joy Taylor. Now, I get it, but at the same time, your confidence can't outweigh your skills. Like, I don't think he could hit that with Steph Curry's shot, but, you know, maybe that's just me. Comment down below if you think he has a chance, but, you know, let's get to it. He has some things to say about this lawsuit regarding Shannon Sharpe, Skip Bayless, and this FS1 Love Olympics that they, I guess, had going on behind the scenes. But you know what? Let's dive in. Let's look at it. Let's react. Cue the clip.
Somebody's posted it. They got me. In the 42 pages, it don't mention nothing about Shannon Sharpe did anything.
Facts.
But y'all want to get clicks, so y'all mention me.
Right. Yep, ain't got nothing to do with us.
This boy Ocho Wild. Us.
He's talking about me. And he's talking about me, and he's upset with me.
Because you a hater.
For saying that Shannon Sharpe is behind this. And the reason why I believe Shannon Sharpe is behind this is because Nusheen airs a lot of people out in this, obviously. Joy Taylor, Charlie Dixon, Skip Bayless. And the reality is, from what I experienced my 4 or 5 years there is no one that was involved in more suspicious, eye-raising flirtation with makeup, wardrobe than Shannon Sharpe.
Boy, you sound like a straight up hater.
Go look at the problem Shannon Sharpe had at CBS and all this other stuff. It's just amazing that Shannon Sharpe nowhere mentioned in this, but the two biggest people that he wants eliminated, damaged at FS1, they're assassinated in this. And so when a crime happens, you ask who benefits and who has motive. And this isn't me saying that Shannon Sharpe pulled Nusheen in and said, hey, baby girl, this is what we're gonna do.
It sounds like that's what you're saying.
This is me saying that Shannon Sharpe and Nusheen were friendly. Shannon Sharpe probably gave Nusheen a shoulder to cry on. And when she put together this lawsuit, I think Shannon Sharpe was aware and made sure that he could go on air and say what he just said. Shannon Sharpe ain't nowhere near in that. He had nothing to do with any of this.
It's just the opposite of what you just said.
By hat tipping Shannon Sharpe, I am not disparaging him. And I say that in all sincerity.
Stop.
I'm saying that in this corrupt television environment with all this phoniness and phony people and all of this sexual immorality built into the system.
Wish you was part of it,
and all of this leveraging of people for opportunities.
Ain't nobody trying to leverage you, Jason.
Shannon Sharpe
There's a lot of
played
leveraging,
the
buddy.
game the way the game should be played. There was a piece. Nusheen is basically a piece on the chessboard. Let's call her a pawn, and I don't say that disparagingly. But he caught wind of like, hey, there's a piece on the chessboard that could be moved in a direction that benefits me. And he took advantage of that. The same way.
But you just said he didn't.
His position is Skip Bayless had pieces on the chessboard that he thought could move in a way that benefited Skip Bayless and eliminated Shannon Sharpe.
What about Jason, though?
So you will hear me and think, and Shannon Sharpe may think, that I'm attacking Shannon Sharpe.
Oh, we know you are.
I'm not.
You are.
Attacking Shannon Sharpe. I'm hat tipping the man for that's how you play the game. And I say that in all sincerity.
Stop.
You had a problem with Charlie Dixon and Skip Bayless, you caught wind of an opportunity to help someone help you inadvertently, and you did that. And the other clue in here, if you read the 42 pages, there was just this mysterious comment out of nowhere, and people will hear this, and this is me I'm totally committed to the audience. I'm not doing what's in my best interest.
You actually
I'm here
are.
to tell you, the audience,
What about me?
what I think is going on, and damn the consequences to myself. And so I'm not trying to take a pot shot here at Colin Cowherd, but there's a sentence in these 42-page documents where it's just written in there for no reason that Colin Cowherd was nothing but nice and professional to me. Like, where did this sentence come from? What did this have to do with anything? There's not a single sentence anywhere in this 42 where she says, and so. I mean, Lucien, you knew me.
And?
There was not a sentence, hey, and Jason Whitlock, or Marcellus Wiley, or...
She probably saw you as the creepy old man.
Anybody else.
Just saying.
They never did anything. They were totally professional with me. There were other people there that were totally professional with you, but it was intentionally written in this 42-page deal that Colin Cowherd was nothing but professional to you. And so I read that and I go, well, who's Colin Cowherd in business with at the volume? Shannon Sharpe. And so Shannon Sharpe, there's nothing negative in there. And that guy had a lot going on at FS1. And then Colin Cowherd, he's completely exonerated. Who would ask for these things? Because I don't think the lawyer was sitting there saying, hey, we better make sure we exonerate Colin Cowherd. We better make
this
sure
man, Jason Whitlock,
we say nothing. Because no one cracked more jokes. No one said anything more potentially flirtatious.
And you mad about
or
it.
Sexual inside that building
crazy.
for the 4 or 5 years I was there than Shannon Sharpe.
Because you couldn't get away with
that
it.
To say Shannon Sharpe's got a sense of humor. And he cracked a lot of jokes with those women. A lot of them that if they had any animus towards
They must have
him,
liked it.
they could spill out as like, or frame as like, oh man, that was really sexist, that was really damaging, that was really terrible. But not a
Boy,
negative
you sound
word
so
about Shannon
terrible right
Sharpe.
now.
And Colin Cowherd, the only sentence in there about him, Colin Cowherd was a great man. He walked on water. Cowherd, Sharpe, business partners at the Valiant. My understanding, again, this is me. I'm not trying to pick a fight with Colin Cowherd. I like and respect Colin Cowherd.
Stop it there. Stop the cap.
He keeps his distance from me, and you know, I don't blame him. You know, I'm way too honest for all the money he wants to make. I get it, but
They're gonna
my
hate and laugh
understanding
again.
is Cowherd's in a really, really tough contract negotiation. He's about to get really, really paid by Fox and or ESPN. And he's frustrated with Charlie Dixon. And has been, you know, Cowherd's a guy that's very loyal to Jamie Horowitz, who was briefly mentioned, but not in a real way in this lawsuit. Jamie Horowitz is the person that hired Charlie Dixon. Charlie Dixon was the number 2 to Jamie Horowitz, and Jamie Horowitz was someone who got fired for sexual harassment over something that I'm very intimately aware of. And it's why I'm sitting here saying, like, hey, when there's a piece on the chessboard that reveals itself as like, oh, this can be positioned in a way that benefits you. I've been in that position. And this is why I'm hat tipping Shannon Sharpe.
Excuse me.
Because I didn't like Jamie Horowitz. We did not get along. He has a mentality towards a black person like me that until I dropped to my knees and kissed his butt, he had no interest in helping me. He had no interest in allowing me to do what I do. So I didn't like Jamie Horowitz. And when there was a piece on that chessboard that came to me crying on my shoulder.
Crying on your shoulder.
Problems they were having.
Because you ain't got a shoulder to cry on.
I let them cry on my shoulder. Hey, I'll support you. Whatever it is you want to do. And I didn't tell them what to do, but I certainly let them cry on my shoulder.
That you did.
Vince, to eventually air out their problem.
Now, is it me or does Jason Whitlock, just certified, sound like he is even more of a hater? I mean, understanding that Shannon has moved on, Shannon does not mention your name, but when the opportunity comes, when it arises, what do? Throwing as much shade as you possibly can because you mad, you scorn, because you weren't getting the attention that Unc was getting. You wasn't. Wasn't nobody trying to cry on your shoulder. Wasn't nobody trying to laugh with you. Wasn't nobody trying to let you get your jokes off because they just don't mess with you. That's what it is. And you mad. And now you got a chance to throw some shade. So you throwing it. But you know what? Hey, it's content for the rest of us. I'm here for it. What do y'all think, man? Do y'all think Jason Whitlock is just the biggest hater ever or not? Let me know, comment down below. Until next time, my name is Raymundo. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not already subscribed, like the vid, and until next time, I'm out.